Finance, a six-figure ring earner, and a member of the ELC Executive Leadership Council. He's the first shareholder in the US of A, and he is known as everybody's coach. Erik Robinson. Son.
Woo! Wow, thank you, Troy, for that amazing introduction. I'm telling y'all, I gotta ask y'all this question because I need to know, make sure it's just not me. Team, how y'all feel? Ooh, and what's up?
My income.
Gotta be my income. And I got a question for y'all. I just want to know for my own self, ladies and gentlemen, DJ, no DJ, but please tell me, who gets a green sheet?
Everybody.
Everybody gets a green sheet.
That was your cue, DJ. DJ can't recognize the cue. But anyway, DJ Delay is in the building, but that's okay. We got DJ, that's okay on time. So, ladies and gentlemen, I'm telling y'all, I'm fired up. I got something for y'all today. And Siri is just listen to everything I say and give me stuff back. But Siri, you can hang up. Bye. All right. Anyway, whoo. I'm excited. I'm excited. I don't know if I can share this online live. I'm not sure if I'm able to share this online live, but was anybody on our team huddle yesterday? Maybe I will. I hope I don't get in trouble.
Yes, sir.
All right.
Yep.
Do y'all know yesterday on our team huddle, we kept having somebody hijack the call, right? It was some, I won't say the name, but it was a person, no name, but it was a person kept hijacking the call. Anybody remember that?
Yep.
Well, here's a funny story. Friday, I get it.
Hold on, because everybody wants to know who in the hell was it?
Doc, you can't say no names though. Please, I'm telling you.
No, I know, but who? Like, do we? Man, go ahead.
So Friday, I get Meri calls and say, "Hey, Erik, don't forget you got a meeting on Friday at 10:30." So hey, just remind you, I get the notices. Somebody booked an appointment. I don't know who this person is because I usually keep Friday clean. I don't let nobody get on my schedule, but they on my schedule on Friday. So Friday, I get an appointment from this person, Lady X. This is called this person, Lady X. So Lady X comes on Friday. So I text Lady X, hey, I see you got on my calendar. I don't know what this appointment's about. What's going on? Cool. Lady X doesn't respond. Then on yesterday, Lady X says, okay. And I'm like, well, and then Lady X calls me. I'm like, well, I can't talk right now because I'm in the dentist. Can I call you later? A little while later, Lady X says, okay. And then Lady X leaves me a message. Oh my goodness. Lady X leaves me a message and was like, hey, I'm Lady X and something and okay, I'll be at the meeting tonight. Cool. Lady X shows up at the meeting tonight, for those who know, right? And Lady X kept hijacking and kept like sharing her screen.
Lady X wasn't even there. It was little baby X.
No, you don't get it.
Oh, that was Lady X?
That was Lady X.
Oh my God.
So Lady X is sharing the screen, and I'm like, so then I get a call after the message. Lady X is like, hey, I'm trying to get back in the meeting because we had to put Lady X in the waiting room because Lady X kept hijacking the call. So Lady X calls me, hey, I'm trying to get back to the meeting. I'm like, well, the meeting's over, and now I'm thinking I'm being catfished. I'm like, and I'm like, well, how do you get me? She says, I looked you up on Google, and I got you from the 120 agency plan. I'm like, well, where are you at? And Lady X says, you got my information.
Hold on. For the people that don't know, let's paint more of a picture. How old is Lady X, approximately?
That was my next question, Lady Jock. I said, well, Lady X, how old are you? And Lady X was like, 10. 10 years old. I said, Lady X.
Hold on, E. Hold on, because some people don't understand. Last night we had a team huddle, and there was a little 10-year-old on the call doing homework.
Yes, and she kept sharing her screen while she was doing homework. Then she had the nerve to ask me, do you know how to do spreadsheets? Bruh, she kept sharing the screen, and the screen was doing like a Google spreadsheet. She said, do you know how to do spreadsheets? I'm like, how old are you? 10. Lady X somehow looked me up, scheduled an appointment with me on Saturday, Friday, and was texting back and forth. She couldn't respond because she was probably in school. And then she shows up to the meeting. She said, I Googled you and looked you up and found you on the 120, booked an appointment with me, and then showed up and looked on the events and showed up to our team meeting. I'm like, OMG.
Hold up, E. Hold. You don't understand. Not only was she 10 years old, but hold up. This might hurt some of y'all. She stayed in the meeting the whole damn time.
She was in the meeting, bro.
Oh my God.
I got grown-ups in the meeting. She was in the meeting. I'm like, what? Oh man. I thought Mary's like, I called asking about her mama. I said, I hung the phone because I'm thinking maybe somebody trying to get my voice and that's an AI and something being set up. I don't know what's going on, but I'm like, bye, click. But Lady X, oh man, Lady X, and was taking notes. Yes. Was taking notes. I'm like, oh my goodness. Lady X tracked me down, was taking notes, scheduled an appointment, came to the meeting, and I got team members trying to make money, don't know to get on. Oh man. So Lady X, shout out to you, who you are. Oh man, that was
amazing.
Oh, man.
She stayed in the whole meeting though. That's what tripped me out. Like she was in a meeting with adults. I thought it was her mother or something that just had the camera on her, but she was a real 10-year-old in the meeting, taking notes, hijacking the screen, putting spreadsheets up and all of that.
Yes. Yeah, I was blown away. I'm like, man. And so bad when I put in at the end, I said, man, I just got put her in the waiting room. And then she logged back in, like, what's going on? The meeting's over. I'm trying to get back in. I'm like, no, Lady X, the meeting's over. At this time, I don't know if she's 10. I'm like, the meeting's over. Ah, man, okay. Did I miss anything? Nope, you didn't miss anything. I think you got just about everything. She's like, we gotta do spreadsheets. I'm like, how old are you?
She need an AOA, Eric. She need an AOA.
Bruh, she's
a future ED. She's a future ED.
Bro, she is my future man. So today, oh man, I don't know. I'm afraid to even track it down because I'm like, hey, I don't want to be that guy. But man, anyway, Lady X, shout out to you. Ladies and gentlemen, we ain't got no excuses. We ain't got, if a 10-year-old can seek out the information, go online, find out what time the meeting is. Man, that we don't have no excuses. We can't.
That's message right there.
That's the message. Lady X is doing it. So I got something for y'all though. I got something for y'all today. Goes back to what we're talking about. Jock.
Yes, sir.
When Tiffany was telling her story and her passion, what came to mind to you when Tiffany was telling her story?
When she was telling her story
about how this business, this company, it's changing her life, impacting her life. You know what came to mind to me?
What conversation we had?
The conversation we had on Sunday.
Yep.
The conversation we had on Sunday. You know,
it was almost confirmation, wasn't it?
Yeah, like whoa. Like the last two conversations we had, it's been people like the conversation we had on Sunday. I was telling Uncle Jock, I said, Jock, your story. What this business has done for you. We don't share our stories often. Personally, us as leaders, I don't share my story sometimes. Like the impact this business had, right? You know, one of the key things is, I'll just tell you one story, like, and this might be, some people might think it's superficial, but it's real. Like, you know, my son went to school, played football on a scholarship. And so we had costs, even when they were on football scholarship, there's still costs, but I didn't have to pay for tuition, right? And throughout his whole career, he didn't have a car, right? And so here he is, star quarterback, no car. So I told him, I said, when you graduate, I'll get your car. That's my thing for you. I didn't have to pay tuition, I'm gonna get your car. Now, I didn't know how we were gonna get the car, what was going on, but graduation came sooner than later. 5 years later, you know, because of COVID and he's changed, he redshirted. Now it's time to graduate. I'm like, man, what are we gonna do?
Car time.
This is January. I'm like, shucks, you know, it's January. We got to get a car for him. Dang, okay, cool. Because I want to keep my word to my son. That was my word. And I asked him, I said, what kind of car? He said, well, Dad, I never thought about it. I know y'all probably going to get me no car, you know. Things going on, money's tight, whatever. I just left it out of my mind. When I graduate, I get my own car. I'm like, nah, you done your job. And Xperia, I joined Xperia January 16, 2021. When he graduated in May, I was able to go and say, what kind of car you want? And he thought it was a hoopty. So we got him, went to the lot. And I put him in this car. You like this car? You like that? He got a Mercedes truck. You like that truck? Yeah. Boom, boom, boom. Test drove it. And he's like, yeah, but I ain't trying to like it. Why? Because nobody ain't going to get it. Right? Nah, if you like it, you like it. Let's go drive it. We came back in, write the paperwork. See, from January to May, our business started taking off, and I wasn't making checks yet. But I got that first check in April. I didn't get the first check until April, the end of April like 26. I built my business from January, February, March to the end of April. Got our first check. And I started saying, man, this opportunity, I'm not going to look back. He got that car. See, this business allowed me to keep my word to my son. And for some people, that might not mean a lot. But to me, it meant, hey, that was his graduation gift that I was able to do, pay for the income through my Xperia business. So I'm trying to tell you, for Xperia. Woo!
Redemption.
Eric, you just said something, man. That I gotta cut in real quick. You said you didn't get your first check until April, right?
Mm-hmm. Like April 26th.
You realize I didn't get my first check. I started in January of 2021. I didn't get my first check until 9 months later.
Mm-hmm.
Some people, they can't wait that long. Some people, they can't wait for 9 weeks, 9 days. Some people do their AOA and quit as soon as they as soon as they sign the AOA.
Yeah. See, some people, we had the mindset, I didn't need nobody to push me, to encourage me. I saw it. Now I get it. Everybody that may not see the vision, because maybe I had an experience in the background, John. Maybe we've done other things, so we had something to compare it to, right? Like, oh man, this can be, I see this. This is it. This is real. See, some people still need that little external motivation. I'm trying to tell you, what can it do for you? Because see, sometimes we think, well, that's good for you, Eric. That's your story. But I'm telling you, we got stories after stories. It's time for us to get your story. Are y'all with me?
Mm-hmm. Can I say something very quickly?
Oh, talk to us, sir.
My first paycheck was $35. And I laminated that check, and I told myself that this $35 is going to be one day 35,000 in a month. And it happened.
See, you got to, what are you telling yourself? What are you telling yourself? Are y'all catching that? What are you telling yourself? See, because here's the thing. Life is going to come at you. That's one thing I love about Xperia. This gives us the opportunity to change your life. Like, we got a chance to really financially change your life, to impact your life. Some of y'all may know my daughter went through a bad divorce, right? And some of y'all may not know, we had to relocate, shut down. She had to went through a bad divorce, and then the judge, and she had a baby, and she came back home from Michigan to Maryland, but then the judge says, you can stay in Maryland, but the baby got to go back to Michigan. And she's like, oh, but you understand, I'm fighting, I'm fearing my life through domestic violence, but no, we don't care about what happens to you. The baby, by Michigan law, the baby got to go back to Michigan. And if you don't, you go to jail. So here we are in Christmas, she's coming home, and they saying, you got to get back. So we went back. I couldn't leave her go back to Michigan by herself. She couldn't go back to her house. She had no family, nobody there. So this business allowed me to pack up. And we went back for about almost 3 months. Relocate, still got to pay my mortgage here, still got to pay everything here. But we was able to just pack up, me, my wife, and my daughter, and just go live in Airbnbs for about 2.5 months. Still running our business. Most people in my team never knew. We were staying in the Airbnb for about 4 days because we couldn't rent a little longer than that because we was hoping we come back. Then we got to go to another one because somebody would rent one day, so we couldn't stay in the same place. Then we had to pack the whole car up, then travel and go to the next Airbnb, stay there for a couple of days, and come back to the one we liked. Do that for a couple of months, in and out. You got to pack up. And here's the thing. You got to pack up an Airbnb by 10 o'clock. You got to be out by 10 o'clock, right? And you can't get into the next one. We rent the next one. Couldn't get to the next one till 4 o'clock. So now we got to wait from 10 to 4 o'clock with all our stuff, all our belongings in the car packed up, hoping that 1 week we can come back to Maryland. 1 week we can come back to Maryland. We're hoping the judge said you can come back to Maryland. Then Meri had to come back to Maryland. So now we separate. Meri's back in Maryland. We're here in Detroit. Ladies and gentlemen, the business allowed me to fund that. Then me and my daughter had to come back to Detroit every week for visitations. She finally got an authorization to come back to Maryland. But we had to fly and had to pay for a ticket every week for me and her to travel back to Detroit and fly back. So we had to fly, get a ticket for her, to get to pay for a ticket for me, pay for rent a car every week. Do that for 6 months. The business funded that. If it wasn't for Experior, the income I was funding, and still running my business, ladies and gentlemen, so when people come give me the excuses, well, I can't do this, I can't do that. See, here's the thing. It's not about that. It's about when something happens, are you going to have the financial resources to do that? That was the blessing. The blessing was I had an opportunity that I didn't have to be in one location. I could run my business from anywhere with the internet. Are y'all with me? Anywhere in the world, you can run your business. And see, some of us still trying to think about me. I understood very early. It's not about me. It's about we. Eric, what value can you bring to your clients? What value can you bring to your team? What value do you bring to the marketplace? Ladies and gentlemen, as an entrepreneur, you get paid on the direct proportion to the value you bring. You bring little value, you make what? Little money. Now, if you bring a little bit of value to a lot of people, you can make a lot of money. You don't have to be tremendous in value, but you bring a little bit of value, you better bring it to a lot of people. But if you bring a greater value, you make more money, and you bring a greater value to a lot more people, you can get rich. Miss V, talk to me. Was that an alien sister, or you had something, Miss V? I see your hand up.
No, that was an accident. Sorry.
Okay. All right. So why am I sharing this? Because when I heard Tiffany tell a story, me and Jock was like, we don't tell our story. I was saying, Jock, we don't tell our story sometimes, right? And I know everybody got stories they're going through. But when you understand what this opportunity can do for you, you push beyond your fears. See, some of y'all, your fears are here, but your limit, your ability is here. But the fears is stopping you. Your fears are right here, right? But your abilities and limits are way up here. So what are you doing? You're stopping at the fear. You're not stopping at your abilities. Somebody need to type that. My possibilities is greater than my fears. My possibilities is greater than my fears. See, some of us are stopping at the fear. Why? Because of experience. You've had previous experience, and in the past, you tried something, it didn't work. In the past, you tried a business, and it didn't work. In the past, you made some phone calls, and it didn't work. Jamie Prick said it best. The past is what? In your head. The future is what? In your hands. Nobody cares about your past. We all got one. So why are you holding on to the past? That's the amazing thing about human beings. We get to select what part of our past we give attention to. I let go of the stuff that was negative, and I may use it as I don't even use it as a reference, because maybe you wasn't at the right place or the right person when that situation happened. Are y'all with me? Maybe you had an opportunity before, it didn't work. Well, maybe you wasn't mentally at the right space. Maybe you wasn't ready skill-wise at the right time. Maybe you didn't have the right mindset. So it might not have been the opportunity. It could have been just you. But today, make sure you don't miss what we got. Are y'all with me? Say, yeah.
Yeah.
Yes, come on.
Yeah.
Dodgy, you're a super.
Yeah.
Dodgy,
Yeah.
I'm talking to you right now, Gaji, directly to you, because I'm looking at you. You are a superstar. Don't rise up, okay? Activities. Just do the action step. Do the actions. Don't think about it. Sometimes we overthink about it. We overcomplicate it. But what if I do this? What if I mess up? I don't know this. Nobody gives a damn. The people out there they're so in their own world. They really don't give a darn about you. So don't worry about it. You mess up because they're not even paying attention to your mess ups anyway.
I put a one day you said put up a sign with a hand and give yourself high five. I got a sign on my refrigerator because who don't go in their refrigerator? And it basically says I'm the expert. Because most of these people don't know what we're talking about anyway.
They don't know. Somebody said, I was talking to somebody the other day, she's like, well, I said, what would you rate your scale on 1 to 10? She said, maybe a 9, maybe so, because I got to learn some more terminology. Your clients don't know the terminology. Your customers do not know. They don't know. Most people get life insurance from their what? Job. Yeah. And how do you feel? How do they feel like their life insurance from their job? Checking a box. Click little box here. Look, check here. Who signs them up? HR. And HR don't have a life insurance license, do they? The insurance agent who signed up for the most companies doesn't even come talk to the employees when they come. Are y'all with me? It's just a regular enrollment, open enrollment, annual enrollment, whatever they call it, right? You just click the box. Boom, boom, boom. Sometimes it's even done online now. How much you want? $100, $2,000. I'm going to take 10% out, whatever. This is mandatory. Maybe put a little extra. They don't even know what they're getting. Ladies and gentlemen, so stop trying to worry about, well, I got to know this, I got to know that. The world is in their own mindset. Are y'all with me? They really don't care. They plug to into what's in it for them. So you are the expert. Give them what they want. Give them what they need. Are y'all catching me? Ooh, man, I had a bomb training today. Oh, goodness gracious.
Hey, Erik.
Yes, sir.
Since you drifted into a great space, though, I will say that you drifted into a great space this morning. Can we take a poll? Remember the question we asked a couple people yesterday?
Yeah. Oh, Jock, this is perfect, brother.
Can we take a poll?
Yeah, yes, sir. Absolutely. Let's take a poll. I want to see if I can do a real poll. Hold on. Let me see if I can do a real poll. You can.
And also, while you're trying to get the poll together, everybody remember the challenge that I challenge y'all to do. Put that question out. I'll share the way that I pose my question. Y'all can pose it a little different. I'll share it in the group chat. But everybody on this line, get with your teams. Siobhan already did it. She already went in her teams group and she put out there to put out a 401k post. You'll be surprised when somebody looks at their 401k and see that it's dipping and they realize, Houston, we got a problem, and you already put out there that you can show them a solution. Guess what? They're going to get on your line. So I'm going to put it.
Can you text it to me on Drive?
Yeah, I'll text it to you. I'm going to put it in the chat too. But I'll text it to you. Great job, Tiffany.
Let's see something here. Short answer. All right, cool. I got poll number 6. Save it. All right, I don't know how to do this poll, but I'm going to save it. Webinar poll. All right. I'm gonna ask the question out loud, but I'm gonna put it in a poll. Let me see if I can share poll number 6. If I can launch. All right, I'm gonna do a poll. Here we go. I put the poll up. Look in there. The question says, how much money do you feel monthly could really allow you to start living freely? How much money do you think you can need to make monthly that really will allow you to start living freely? Like you can say, like, you know what? I'm making this, I can start, if I'm doing this, I can really start living freely. What do you think is that monthly amount that will start allowing you to just live freely? Like, I could go do some things. I ain't worried about this. I ain't worried about paying my mortgage. I ain't worried about paying my rent. I ain't worried about paying I can really go out there and really live, enjoy life. I can take vacation. I can travel. I can, if I see that back, I ain't worried about the price of eggs. I'm not running around, standing in line for an hour at one of them BJ's, Costco's to get some gas. I can just go to Wawa and pull up and get gas. What's that monthly number?
Are you supposed to type it?
We got
Are you supposed to type it in? What are you supposed to do?
Yeah, I think you're supposed to type it in the poll.
How?
I ain't never done a poll before. Or if not, just type it in the chat or type it into the poll. I tried to do one of these real poll things.
Erik, it says
that
panelists
cannot vote.
It says panelists can't vote.
Host and panelists.
It says host and panelists.
Oh, really?
Yes.
All right. All right. Well, just type it in the chat. How much money monthly do you feel to allow you to start living freely? Forget the poll. If you did the poll, we got you. We gonna thank you. God bless you with the poll person for those who did do the poll. But if you didn't do the poll, don't worry. Just type it in the chat. Just type it in the chat. 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 What's that monthly number that really allows you to start living freely? You say, hey, if I'm doing this, I can start living freely. All right. I'm just kind of see where we at. Okay. I love it. You know, I'm looking at the numbers. I'm looking at the numbers. You know, Uncle Jock, are you taking notes of some of the answers?
Hold on. You asked what a monthly amount?
Yeah, monthly amount. Yeah, monthly amount. On a monthly basis,
Okay.
what do you think you can allow you to start really living your life freely? Just like it takes the weight of stress off. You can do the
So
things.
you talking about being able to have the car you want to drive, home you want to live in,
Yeah.
travel, do
Yeah, you can start doing
whatever
something.
it is you want to do.
Yeah, you can start doing some things. Right? If you're making this amount, you can start doing some things. If you're doing this, you can start really doing some things. Hey, cool. I like it. I'm like it. You know, and I'm gonna end with this, y'all. Xperia, every number on there, we got people doing that in Xperia, a whole bunch of people. But I'm gonna tell y'all, you get to $25,000 a month, it frees, it starts allowing you to do some things, right? Because everybody's lifestyle is different, but for the most part, if you're making $25,000 a month, that's about $300,000 a year. For the most part, the average house, you can find a house in America with a mortgage under a decent place, mortgage less than $6,000, right? You got $6,000 for your mortgage. I don't know, but expenses, all the things, $10,000, maybe a car insurance, maybe $11,000, $12,000. Most people with $15,000 of expenses, you can live. If you got $15,000 worth of expenses, you living pretty decently. Would y'all agree? If my car note, my everything else is $15,000, my house, my mortgage at 15 grand, that still leaves you $10,000 left over every month. Couldn't you kind of go do something with 10,000? You got excess $10,000 every month. For the average person, for most people, most families in America, I don't care what city you live in, even in California, you with $15,000 worth of expenses, you can find a decent place in California. Are y'all with me? The average person, 25,000 plus, can start changing the way they live, can start freeing them up to do some things. Here's the thing, ladies and gentlemen, this business will allow you to do that. If we lock in the next 12 to 24 months, there's not a person on this line who can't get their income up to 25 to 30,000 a month. In the next 12 to 24 months, if you don't get weary, you don't faint, you got to now today say, I can do it. I need y'all to claim it today. I'm going to do it. Not I can do it. I am going to do it. Type in the chat. Whatever your number you say, I'm going to do it. If the number for you is 10,000, 15,000, type it, I'm going to do it. I'm going to do it. I need, before we get out of here, I need some, I'm going to do it. See, because I'm telling you, I'm going to tell you, you got to do it. Why? Because if you don't, life is going to happen for all of us in different ways. Don't wait for it to happen. For now, you need to try to figure out how to resolve it. Are y'all with me? Let's go do it now. That's what we do as life insurance agents. We show people a way to protect themselves when something that we know is inevitable will happen. Are y'all with me? We know at some point you're going to die, so why not get life insurance to protect you for what is going to come? Most people are like, well, I'll wait for that when I die. It don't work that way. I'll wait for that when I get sick, then I'm gonna start making it. Don't work that way. I'll wait for that the next later. Ladies and gentlemen, let's go get it. Let's go start living the life we desire. Let's go freaking get rich. Tomorrow, I got the blueprint right here. how to do it. I'm gonna go over it. I won't drift. So Troy, back to you, sir. Thank you so much. And I'm gonna call this one because of you, Tiffany. You just sparked an emotion side of me that I couldn't control. I'm sorry, y'all. I had some for you, but hope you got something out of today. Back to you, Troy.
Woo! Thank you, Coach Eric. Give him a hand, everybody. Give him a hand, everybody. I don't know if he drifted off the training that he had originally planned for us, but that was some amazing stuff right there. So I'm in awe each and every time. You never cease to amaze me, my brother. And I say we got some folks up and their hands are up and they are ready for this recap relay today. And we're going to give it to them right now. Let's start off with the first leg of this relay, this Annie Willie inspired recap relay, Miss Charlotte Jeffries. Run, girl. Let's go. Off mute and come out the blocks.
Good morning. How y'all doing?
Good, good.
Fired up.
Fired up. All right. What was the question? Y'all don't laugh at me. I'm sorry.
This is the Annie Willie recap relay. Give us your most inspiring moment that you took away from this morning's meeting, girl. Let's get it.
Okay, so this morning, my takeaway is to let's say like stay consistent and stuff, and don't like you said, don't worry about not knowing everything. Learn as you go along, and staying consistent and making sure you share your business with everyone you come in contact with.
All right. Well, thank you for taking the baton and bringing it into the zone. And we're going to pass that baton right now to Dr. Teresa O'Day. Second leg, run.
Yes, always. Oh, goodness. Impactful indeed. Our decisions, whether big or small, are the driving force behind our personal growth and our experiences, pushing us towards new paths and shaping who we become. Our goal, our destination, our being. Thank you, Eric. You always, oh my goodness, love it. Thank you.
Yes. He's bringing it home. We thank you for bringing it into the zone, Dr. Teresa. And we're going to now pass that baton to none other than Miss Tiffany Tyler.
Sparked to me, and I wanted to say this: everybody gets a green sheet. I was being one-sided with the nationalities on green sheet, but today really sparked me and to make me want to use my 3-foot rule for everybody, every nationality.
Yes. Thank you. And now we're going to pass that baton to none other than ladies first, Miss Tawana Chisley. No. Oh, she ain't ready yet. If you ain't ready to run, we got somebody else. We got an alternate leg.
Let me go last.
The alternate leg is Mr. LaCole, the Professor Elijah Pye.
Thank you, Mr. Eric. I want to talk back about the fear. When you talk about the fear, sometimes we say that pride goes before a fall. Sometimes permit me to say that fear goes before failure. Because, most of the time, we are afraid of the things that will never happen. And even the Bible, Job said that the things I fear so much has come upon me. And I want to share a story about a community that was fighting. And there was this guy, I don't know what he did. And there was no bullet that could go through him. And he was destroying the other community. And somebody said to him, the only way, said to the other community guy, the only way you can get him is to cause him to fear. So early morning, go and stand on the road where he normally passes by. And as soon as you see him, just shake the bush. And as soon as the bush shakes, fear grips him and then fire. And then that was how they got him. So fear comes first before destruction, before failure. So let's take away the fear. Anybody out there, nobody don't care about you. They care about the information that you're going to share with them. So thank you back to you, Mr. Troy.
Awesome. Thank you as always, Professor for bringing it into the zone with grand style. And now we get to pass the baton to this woman right here, this phenomenal woman, and Mrs. Tawana Chisley, the Silver Queen of Wisdom, poetic wisdom.
So this morning and last night I had to go into self and really think about what needed to be done. And after listening to this call, I think it's time for me to take the shower. So I'm going to do that poem for y'all today. I took a shower. Do you really know what I mean? Not the ones that make you feel so fresh and so clean, but the ones that wash away your doubts. The ones that say, girl, it's time for you to get out, be who you were born to be. Let the world know you're special, T. I took a shower. I stepped out of my old-fashioned ceramic tub after rinsing away the uncertainty and smelling the scent of vanilla and coconut. I dabbed myself dry, speaking positivity instead of saying, what if I stutter? What if I don't? What if I mess up? What if I won't? So what? I took a shower. I teased my hair. I lined my eyes, rosied my lips. That's no surprise. I do that all the time, but this day was different. It was a day that was heaven sent. I took a shower. I put on something bright, because if I stay in the darkness, you won't see the spark of my light. I took a shower. You see, now when I enter a room or do a Zoom, my insecurities disappear because I took the shower. I washed away the fear. I get on my grind. I master my mind set. I roll the dice and I take a bet on my life, never detouring from being a mother and a wife, but striving to be what God, the universe, the source has in store for me, all because I took the shower into my destiny.
What you call a mic drop? Y'all can come off mute right there and put your hands together for that one. Right there, I'm trying to tell you.
Love it. Love
We
it.
don't usually do that in the middle of a relay, but yeah, y'all got to give it up. Miss
Wow,
Tawana
wow, 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 wow.
the Silver Queen of poetic wisdom, and laid it down, yo. Laid it down. So we know we got everybody ready and willing and ready to move and put their business on the move. With that being said, and we're gonna drop it back. That recap relay gonna show you how to get the rest of the day started with Miss Trish. Come on, you got the final leg of this baton. Come on, girl.
Yes. Good morning, team. Good morning, team.
Good morning.
My takeaway this morning, oh my God, this is a mind-blowing. My possibilities are greater than my fear. This is awesome. Yesterday, I said something. I worked 4 hours and I had this call. I supposed to be meeting on Zoom. He's a business owner. We have so much in Experior that we can make money from. Excel Empire is one of them. We have Debt Medic. So if you are here and you cannot make a dime a month, something is wrong. There's so much to do here, not just selling life insurance. I had this business guy, the first day I met with him, I feel so intimidated. We're talking about fear here. Sometimes, we don't tell our stories. Like Erik said, we need to tell most of our stories so that it will resonate with us and resonate with the people that we are sitting in front of them, because we are life changers. We are not an insurance agent. We change a lot of lives in so many ways. So we met on a call. We talk about fear. one thing said, Pat, don't worry about moving forward with this guy because it intimidates you with all the questions that he was asking. I've never done a business plan before, but thank God for Excel Empire. We can refer any business owner to Excel Empire and they could take it from there. They are the tax strategy, so they know what to say. We don't have to know it all. All we need to do is just refer them to these people, and they would take it from there. So we get on this call. Technically, I was waiting. I didn't get no Zoom link. He texted me back, said, Pat, oh, I'm here. Nobody's here. I'm texting the people back in Excel Empire. They're supposed to be sending me a link. They did not. So I get back to Kim. I said, Kim, what's going on? I can't get no Zoom link. What's the deal? She said, you know what? Let me get back to you. The lady that actually supposed to send the link was in the hospital. So we were just waiting. So eventually held, is it Headlong? What's his name? I don't know. But anyway, the main guy for Excel Empire showed up on the Zoom with me. Then I had to text back this client. The client showed up back on the Zoom. You see that? If I have put that away and put that fear in me, say, you know what? I don't want to call this guy again. I feel intimidated the first time. I would lose that business. So yesterday, the business, it went well. The guy talked to him and he said, you know what? We're going to get you rolling here. I would tell Casey to send you the link and we will go from there. So I'm having my fingers crossed. I'm staying positive because that will be a very fat check that will go into my account if this guy comes in and get this done. Thank you very much.
All right.
So I'm advising everybody here, don't be afraid. The fear will come. Like Joanna said, we have to be mothers. And what is our job? This last weekend, we have the prophetic prayer. In every successful man, there is a woman beside that man. We have work to do, women. We are out here, we were out there praying for our community, praying for our business, praying for our family, praying for our team member. Every year, I do a 3-5 days fasting and prayer with my team. Because when my team win, I win. Thank you very much.
Yes. We got a double mic drop. Boom, boom, 2 times. And with that being said, we're going to give it back to now just everybody's coach that got everybody fired up this morning, Mr. Erik Robinson. Take it away.
Y'all got me wired up, fired up. Y'all got me ready to go tackle the day. I'm telling you, I'm gonna put a link in the chat. There's a company that's doing a One America. I'm not too familiar with them, but One America is doing a grand launch. One America Financial, they're doing a grand launch for Experior. Today, I believe at 1:30 is the time. You can go pre-register. It's at 1:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. They're doing an exclusive launch with Experior. So take a look at it. I don't know much about them. But y'all just brought the heat today. I was going to tell everybody, go out there and get it. Do your thing. I love each
Are
and
we
every
doing
one of
office
y'all.
hours today?
Office hours, you know what? We got One America at 1:30. What's your word, Uncle John? What's your word?
And Eric,
Yes.
and there's also an Experior Masterclass for anyone who is interested at 6 p.m.
Experior Masterclass at 6 p.m. You know what? I got some calls made. I'll be making some calls. I'll be at the office making calls. I'll be online probably from here making calls. I might be in the office physically. So yeah, office hours. Let's say office hours.
That sound like an Eric will leave you hanging joint.
No, I'm going to be here. Eric's going to be here. Eric's going to be at 12:30 making phone calls. I got a lot of calls to make. So Eric will be, because I got a quick start at
So does that mean, is that a training, or you just making calls, or
well,
like
it's gonna be a power hour. So it's not a training. So office hours today is just gonna be a power hour, hearing about how to make calls. You want to come hear what I'm saying to people, learn what I'm saying, how to make calls, so you can kind of pick up, hear some strategies, hear some tips. What's the word? I'm gonna be on the Zoom, just making calls. If you got somebody you need me to call, let's go. So office hours, 12:30 to 1:30 to this next training. That's where we at. 12:30 to 1:30. Office hours, 12:30 to 1:30. let it be known it'll be on Zoom. Now, I might physically go to the office, I'm not sure, but 12:30, 1:30, I would be sitting on this Zoom right here, making calls. And if you got somebody who can call, we can all work together, help each other out. So yes, 12:30, 1:30, office hours. Whether you show up or not.
So are you gonna let us know if you're gonna be in there physically?
He just said he wasn't.
Uncle John, you going there physically? Yeah.
No, I would probably because I'm gonna be doing the same thing. I got like hundreds of calls I gotta make.
Yeah, so office hours for me is power hour. I'm making phone calls. So come bring your calls, come learn, not come learn. I will be on the Zoom 12:30 to 1:30 right here. Right here. Same bat time, same bat channel. Actually, it's a different link. Y'all know the link.
Thank you all.
Thank y'all so much. Love y'all. Have an amazing day on purpose. With that being said, DJ, you gonna take me out today or you gonna leave me hanging? We'll see if DJ check out or DJ hanging. All right, we got DJ hanging today. So get your green sheet. Hey, everybody, get your green sheet. Hey, get your green sheet.